everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dia Anggraini and my student identification number is 254X1002P. Today, I'm pleased to present a topic entitled Strategies for Analyzing and Entering Foreign Market. In this presentation, I will explain how companies identify opportunities in international market and the strategy they use to successfully enter and compete in those markets. Through this topic, we will gain insight into the importance of market analysis, global business expansion, and a process that supports successful international entry. Thank you for attention, and let's begin the presentation. Okay, strategy for analyzing and entering foreign market. A comprehensive executive blueprint on market potential evaluation, entry mode selection, contractual frameworks, and foreign direct investment. Foreign market analysis. Assessing market potential, critical steps in evaluating foreign opportunities. Before committing valuable capital and operational research internationally, firms must conduct an exhaustive analytical review to filter the most viable markets. Market size and growth trends. Analyze demographic data, historical consumption, and purchasing power. Consumer behavior alignment, assess structural fit between localized customer needs and product offerings. Okay, key evaluation variables, economic and cost, evaluation of direct setup expense, local tax regime, logistic tariff, shipping distance, and labor productivity rates compared to nominal cost. 2. Regulatory and legal fit, navigating protection policy, tariff structure, intellectual property laws, labor regulation, and capital repatriation boundaries. And next, competitive intensity, measuring local market concentration, identifying dominant domestic champions, and preparing for competitive reaction from existing players. Okay, next, choosing an entry mode. Decision framework factors. 1. Internal firm advantage. Analyze core assets driving the expansion, firm processing proprietary R&D, specialized managerial knowledge, or unique brand. Equity must secure control over their assets via high commitment entry paths. 2. External market factor. External considerations such as target market size, host country risk profile, transportation challenge, and localized distribution setups dictates whether a firm should opt for flexible or asset-heavy entry mode. Next, comparing entry modes. Entry mode class, exporting, contractual modes, specialized modes, investment of FDI. Core advantage, low capital recruitments, low overall financial risks, fast low cost scaling, utilize local knowledge, suit for high-tech setups, fixed duration commitments, maximum market access, tight IP and process control. K. Disadvantage. High shipping costs exposed to tariff and currency shift. Risk of IP theft creates potential future competitors. No long-term market presence, complex negotiation, high capital risk, complex compliance and management. Control level, low control, moderate control, varied control, and high control. Exporting to foreign market. Direct and indirect exporting, strategic option for export operations. Exporting remains the most popular entry gateway for companies looking to minimize exposure while testing target consumer appetites abroad. 1. Indirect exporting utilizes third-party intermediaries located in the home country, minimizes risks through limits direct market contact. 2. Direct exporting, selling directly to foreign buyers or distributor, demand higher upfront commitment but generates better localized insight and control. Next, licensing and franchising. International licensing, one strategic concept. Under a licensing agreement, a firm or the licensor grants rights to intangible property or such as patents, trademarks, or copyrights to another foreign entity or the license for a specific period in exchange for royalty fees. 2. Pros and cons. Benefits, minimal capital expenditure, rapid expansion, bypass local investment barriers. Drawbacks, reduce control over production standard, low market presence, rise of IP leaks. International franchising. Standard operational expansion. Franchising is a highly structured from a licensing where the franchisor provides an operational business model, branding, and continuous support in exchange for initial fees and royalties. Strict standardization maintains brand uniformity across multiple sovereign jurisdictions through optional manuals. Localized execution. Franchise inject local equity and manage day-to-day regulatory relationship, reducing expense friction. Okay, next, specialized modes and FDI. Specialized entry modes. 1. Turnkey projects. Firm build, design, and configure a complex facility from scratch, train the personnel, and then hand over the key to the foreign client. 2. Management contract. An elite firm sells specialized managerial expertise to operate local facilities or hotel or hospitals owned by local foreign entities for a fixed fee. And 3. Contract manufacturing. Outsourcing physical production to local low-cost foreign manufacturers while maintaining complete internal control over marketing and sales distribution. Foreign direct investment. Capital investment and strategy of ownership. Foreign direct investment or FDI represents the highest level of research commitment where a parent firm directly owns and controls physical operation aboard. Greenfield ventures. Constructing new overseas facilities from scratch provides custom operational design so carries long development timelines. Cross-border acquisitions, purchasing established local operations, offer instant market share and distribution channels through push integration risks. In conclusion, entering foreign markets requires careful planning and the right strategies. Companies need to analyze market conditions, understand customer needs, and choose the most suitable entry methods to success in international business. By applying effective strategy for analyzing and entering foreign markets, business can rise, increase competitive, and achieve sustainable growth in the global economy. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, I will be happy to answer them. Thank you.